Okay, I'm back with another review. Those of you who follow my channel know a few weeks ago I was able to pick up a 30th anniversary Y-Wing on eBay. Got a relatively good price on it. And I announced at that time they'd be coming out with a vintage collection Y-Wing in a vintage style box. I was at Toys R Us last week and I was rather surprised to find it so quickly. They've been having trouble getting and keeping a lot of the newer waves up here, and I was just surprised to get the newer vehicle in. But they had it there. I had to pick one up, and I thought I'd show you these boxes side by side. Start off with, they're both Toys R Us exclusives. This one came out in 2007. It came with R5F7 as well as Lieutenant Lapira. In Alaska, this was around $35. I can remember when it was out. And the newer Y-Wing here, in the lower 48 states, it's going to be just under $40. And in Alaska, they charged us a bit for shipping. It was $45 up here. I was thinking one of the biggest fundamental differences between these two ships is not only the price, but the fact that the 30th anniversary one came with two figures. If they were to re-release the droid and Lieutenant Lapira now, they'd be around $8 for a Saga Legends figure. So if you factor that in, the Y-Wing itself was around $19 back in the 30th anniversary, which is a pretty good deal. But now they don't have any figures, but they do with a vintage style box. I guess that's the gimmick now. I've actually researched the original counter box. Came out in 1983. That was the first release of the Y-Wing for the Return of the Jedi, and this is a pretty good replica of it. This is the back of the box. Of course, they do have, you know, some writing from Hasbro and the Hasbro website and stuff, which wasn't back then at all. You know, the website didn't even exist back then. But the bluish background is the same. The figures are in the same position, although they are the newer figures. There are various different collections. Nia Num is even back from Power of the Force 2. I believe Lando is VOTC. I'm not sure about Maydeen. Akbar and R2 are from Legacy and Vintage Collection. Yeah, they're in the same positions and everything. And, you know, it's a really good replica. Really, really close to the original box. I'll show you the different sides. Excuse the camera moving around a bit here. This is the front of the box. Another difference, it's minor, but the old Y-Wing actually did have electronic lights and sounds. They would announce that right here. This just says with dropping bomb. And of course, this is a Toys R Us exclusive. They have the sticker right here, Toys R Us. The pictures on the sides are pretty much exactly the same as they were in '83. I'm happy I picked it up. I may not open this at all. I'll probably keep it closed. I want to also make a side note. Then in '83, as you see, this Y-Wing on front is red and white. The original Y-Wing was basically the same color scheme as the 30th anniversary. It was yellow and white, like it was in the movie. Kenner, for some reason, had a red and white one on the box, and inside was the yellow one. And, you know, that was kind of awkward, but this one is actually red inside and outside of the box. The 4 releases of the Y-Wing were the '83 Kenner one. The Power of the Force 2 was in yellow again. An OTC version was released in 2004. It also had a red and white paint scheme, but it was rather awkward. It wasn't like this paint scheme at all. And then the 30th anniversary one, as I show you here, and the current vintage one. Also, there's a Y-Wing from the Clone Wars. It's significantly larger. And a lot of people were kind of wishing they would do a vintage style based off that and just make it, you know, more scalable to the figures and everything. They decided just to go with this, the original mold, which is all right with me. It's all right. But anyway, check this out at Toys R Us. And as a side note, if you live near a Kmart, they've done the exact same thing with the B-Wing. They've got a B-Wing Kmart exclusive. They pulled Kmart out of Alaska, so I don't know if I'll be able to get that at all or even see it. But check out both stores if you're interested in either one of those fighters, all right? This is Supreme signing out. And as always, thank you for tuning in.